Hey beauties, morning to you. So, my favorite pastime, listening to the 7 o'clock news. And Jamaicans, Lord have mercy. Jamaicans, we have to really lobby in a healthy, respectful, peaceful way against certain things. This can't continue. We live in, I wonder if all of us are upon some sort of mad puss piss pill. I don't know. Something is off. Something is not. There is few missing pieces in the puzzle that we're putting out to say it is whole when it is not. I was listening on the news yesterday and they were even interviewing. I'm assuming that the woman is a dentist. And, they were at the Ministry of Finance protesting yesterday because, again, the compensation package being poor. And she said something very important today because I can tell you from doing my master's, it's nothing in comparison to theirs, but it was also expensive. And then at the end of the day, you're promised that when you do well, you will be remunerated properly in the job. You'll be even given a job in the area of speciality. And that is not true in this country. And I don't have a problem if you start out in another area and try to employ what you have learned. But come on, people. If you equip yourself with the right tools, you want to be able to use it fully and completely. In other words, if you buy a BMW, you don't want it to be driven like a Honda Fit. You want to get the full capabilities of a BMW or a Benz or a Bugatti or a Lamborghini or a Hummer. Yeah, those are I'm calling the cars that I want to have one day. Yes, but let us keep it serious. And the lady says sometimes they spend, based on, I guess, the specializing, everything can cost them even 30 million. That's what she said. I was listening to her last evening. That the compensation package thing is crazy. I don't know what it is that they're deliberating on, going around and around and around in circles. Yet, when the 100%, 200%, 300%, I never heard a lot of deliberations going on. They just said, this one getting 100, this set getting 200, this one getting 300% increase. They found a way to settle in on it. That one, the opposition minister said he's giving 80% away. I'm hoping that what he has said is so. I'm hoping. Well, I guess maybe so because, he says he really doesn't need political gains per se in terms of financially. Because I'm told that he's a well-to-do person, outside of politics. And the Prime Minister claimed that for now he's refusing. He won't take up the new package, but the rest. I don't know people's pockets. I can't even judge the rest. If they offer it to them, why would they refuse it? The only thing I would say is that if you get that salary and you accept it, ensure that you do everything to prove that you're deserving of it. That's the only thing I would say. Because a greedy man or woman will never prosper. Just like how they say, it's like when they say a thief will never prosper. You'll be like a thief. In a sense, you'd be like, please don't say I'm calling anybody that. And when I say thief, in a sense that you told the people that if you get this, you can do your work and don't do your work. That is deception. That is like thievery. So don't say that I called anyone a thief, please. Because people love to tell lies and spread propaganda on people. So I'll make sure to put in that disclaimer. I don't get up and create vitriol around people. I'll hit out against injustices. I will hit out against unfairness. And if something needs correcting, we can speak to that. But in terms of hitting out on somebody's character and try to, spread some lie or slander, speak truth, but with evil intent, I don't do that. Because I don't like that for myself. But how can these people who help to save lives, and let me tell you something, oral health is important. If you don't take care of your oral health, it will affect you physically. Your oral is a part of your physical. Your mouth, I never know that your teeth is walking on the road when it wants to go and buy something to eat. Your teeth doesn't come out of your mouth and separate itself from your body. It is a part of your body. So if your oral health is not good, you can get stroke. I was listening to a dentist saying it some time ago. You can get heart cardiovascular illnesses, stroke. I don't know if you had mentioned cancer, but probably maybe mouth cancer, maybe there, because cancer can go anywhere, they say. So your oral health is important. It is very much significant. And these people, they're basically doctors because they're dealing with your physical body in one area that they have specialized in. And if you spend $30 million on that, your monthly salary is, you don't even know what to call it. I don't know what a dentist gets. Somebody who starts out in dentistry. I don't know, but based on how the fact that they're out there lobbying, I saw the clipping last evening. I said, this is so bad. This at first it wasn't nurses, then I mean, I don't know he's a dentist, but they're tired of it. And the powers that be cannot understand because their pockets are filled. You would have to be in their position over an extended period of time, or the only other way that you will understand, maybe you have the financial wealth. As the show that I was watching, the man had such a rare disease that was debilitating. The man said, I'm paraphrasing, that he would rather to be in prison than to be in this physical state. He would rather to be imprisoned than to be in this physical state. He said he would not wish this on the worst human being in the world when he described what he has to do. Well-to-do man, but doesn't have his health. The one thing that he would want. So maybe through some ill health or something like that, which I'm not wishing on anybody, that is when you would understand. And the reason why I use that as an example, because you probably will not understand being without funds unless you're without a job and nobody decides to help you. You cannot understand. And that is why I will forever lobby for the public sector workers. And you have some private sector workers who are not paid well too. This is a shameful and a disgraceful thing. To see the dentist and so forth. And maybe it's shame and disgrace where you see some of the medical doctors who better go and march. They just leave or call in sick. Like what happened at, I think it's Port Maria's hospital last evening when I was watching the news. It is so sad. It is sad. It is a shame and a disgrace. Our country is not thriving. It is not prospering in the way that we thought. So don't use all for building, house, apartments to say that the country is building. Is doing well. Somebody even spoke of the NHT houses. I see where they're coming from. They say 1 room, but still, it's better to have the 1 room. I prefer that than the container situation. I would prefer that for the individual, because maybe if there's a little space and you follow the building code and the right protocols, it maybe can extend if it allows for that. Once you're able to. I know some people say, what kind of squeeze? If you put your hand right, you say ladder in the toilet, you put it over there, say it on the stove. It's squeezy. I'm not going to criticize that. It's better to have that, to me personally, than the containers. Because the containers, the number of problems that can come from that. Personally, this is me speaking personally. But it was really sad listening to the lady and seeing the people out there, the dentists march. Dentist. Medical doctors and dentists back in the day. It's like talking to a king and a queen. And to literally see them in this 21st century now, almost at the back burner, at the back of the class, treated like somebody who is at the back of the class. Bad. Powers that be, no shame. That people can look at many of you as strong leaders, as a level 5 leader, like what John C. Maxwell spoke about in his many books. Level 5, even level 4. And it is indicative in some of these workplaces, when you see some of these managers and heads and all of that. Level 1 them there as leaders. Level 1. Or level half. It is a travesty of justice and unfairness. So if dentists can imagine the rest of us? As public sector workers who don't have such I would call it a prestigious post. A post that is really life or death because your oral health is significant. But I feel you can just, example, don't take care of your teeth, your gum, your tongue and all kind of things. And you just go on your merry way. Sometimes people get these stroke and heart attack based on what they think, based on their oral health as well. You have to take care of that. And it's not just putting in braces and alone. I need one for myself though eventually because that thing is pricey. You have to take care of that. Just as how you have to shower, bathe properly, use your deodorant and lotion your skin and use your perfumes and do this and that and whatnot. Wear clean clothes. You have to take care of your oral health. It is sad to know that they spend this millions of dollars and their pay suck. I know how that feels. Especially when I did the masters and you're then at the end of the month you say, what is this? Guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.